Hello guys and welcome to one of my Hearthstone videos here. Today I'm going to do something that I've been threatening with for a while, and that is to complete the different wings of Naxxramas with the basic decks, and to do it, it's February 2015 now, so things are a little different than when I did these the first time. So I'm going to take out Anub'Rekhan as a basic mage, and I'm going to clear the Arachnid Quarter here using basic decks only, and that's going to be this video. I'm going to do it in one go, so if I lose, I'm just going to play again, so you get like the full streak of the Arachnid Quarter. Next time I'm going to do the play quarter and so on, so that you can see how you can actually complete these with just basic decks. So for the Anub'Rekhan, I decided to go with the basic mage, and that is because the mage hero ability is very nice when you have skittles that you want to take care of, and so is card like Arcane Explosion, so Arcane Missiles as well. It's a pretty decent deck for you to use when you're about to take out the Anub'Rekhan. So the basic decks, as you probably know, you have your custom decks option here, and then you can go over here and play just with your basic deck. So that's all the free cards you have when you have leveled up your hero. So that's what we're going to be using. So in order to play with these decks, you don't need to have bought any card packs at all, and you actually get free card packs for playing and leveling up, so you should be able to make decks that are better than these. That will help you clear the Naxxramas wings. So anyway, up against Anub'Rekhan here. The Naxxramas heroes have sneaky tricks, so you need to keep that in mind. They have different cards than what we normally play with, but besides that, the Anub'Rekhan is a pretty easy pick battle, to be honest. The Death Charger is somewhat of an issue, but not that much. So we're going to put down the Bloodfin Raptor because the Death Charger is able to clash with these, and yeah. Right on. That's up. That was bad for us. Very bad. So I can go deal 4 damage with this. But I think what I want to do actually is to just put down this and hope to get a fireball. And wait a little with the attack, because we're not that much in a hurry about dealing damage to our opponent. Right on. So this is pretty cool. We can go Senjin now. And keep our little engineer there for something else. Okay. It'll be like that then. Wow. I'm so glad we didn't get those in our face. That's really cool. Very nice. Great. So 5, meaning I can pretty much go like this. And like this, and we can clear the board and get a free minion next turn. Okay, so that's a little frustrating, but okay. Right on, so there's the Death Charger. Good. I can really get something out of Arcane Explosion now. I don't even need to use the Wolf Rider. I can just go in like this. Okay, it's not that bad. Not that bad at all. So let's just charge in is what I'm thinking, and start dealing a little damage, also giving us something to take out the Shade with. Okay, so the Shade is going to just also die. That's nice to know. That is very nice to know. So, gonna shoot that, clear the Shade away. And we'll just go with the Raptor and keep the Raid Leader on hand in case some sneaky tricky card clears the board more or less. So it's nice to have a backhand play. Great stuff. Great stuff. So with that out of the way, I think I'm just gonna go Boulder Fist. See if this can take out the Shade. If not, I can just shoot it next turn when it's the AI would attack with it. So So anyway, 8 damage on the table. Okay, 10 with this one down. 16. Okay, that was not half bad really. So I think we're just going to go for the face here. Because with the fireball on hand, it's pretty much a win. So yeah, it doesn't matter. I have a fireball. But of course, the AI can't know that. So that was taking out the Anub'Rekhan with the basic mage deck in the first wing of Naxxramas. I'm not going to spend a lot of time in between these battles because I just want to do it in one go. Nothing else. So the Grand Widow Fearlina has a nasty ability that allow her to fire missiles based on the amount of cards you have in your hand. So the mage deck that has card drawing options such as the Novice Engineer, the Arcane Intellect, and some pretty heavy cards up here. That's not what you want to do. You want to go Shaman, or you want to go Druid. I decided for this video series I'm going to go Druid, and I am just going to... okay, something happened here. I'm not sure what it is. Okay, I'm just going to edit out here. I'm using for my video stuff. And this is really just to give you a chance to see the deck that is being used. So yeah, it's not anything game changing. I just feel it's kind of cool to have the deck listed so that you know what kind of cards are in the deck. So anyway, up against Grand Widow Fearlina here, and the basic Druid. Once again, basic decks here. Selecting the Druid and heading in for the play. I selected the Druid because Innervate, Claw, Elven Archer, Stone Tusk Ball, these are cards you can get rid of right away. Wild Growth, pretty soon. I mean, there are so many cheap cards here that Grand Widow Fearlina is going to be like, what can I use my ability for? Unless you draw into these cards from the start, the expensive ones, then you're in for a beating. But as you can see, this went pretty well, so we can pretty much empty our hand very soon in the game. So this is very, very cool. It's going to be a little waste the way we're going to be using the cards, or it might seem like it is, because I'm not shooting anything here, so but I'm getting rid of the card. It would have been even better if that wouldn't have happened, because I could have gone Mark now and really optimized my mana, but I can still get rid of the card, keeping my amount of strikes here down. So now I'm in for a little baddie, because my opponent is getting more cards and I can't really pop that much down. I can heal, perhaps draw into a raptor or something like that, but yeah, what do you know, then you get something cool again. Can grab this one down, get rid of 2 cards in one round, 2 shots from there only. So now we're talking. Very, very cool stuff. I can go Mark or Snapjaw. So I do want to get rid of... I can't get rid of 2 cards no matter what I do. So I can use this here and go like this. I'm not sure what kind of cards the Grand Widow have, so I'm just going to go like this really. Because if she has a sneaky card that just, destroy target minion, it would be a bad deal for me to keep it alive, or not to get the damage out of it. So that was pretty cool. Jill and Yeti. Why is that in here when it wasn't in my list of basic decks? I'm sorry, I must have swapped it out with one of the cards. That's crazy. Okay. Well, it's a good card to have, and I'm really sorry about the confusion here, but definitely the card we're going to be playing. So good times on that, and I am of course going to look into why I made a mistake here. If it's the wild growth I got wrong or what it is, I have no idea. It could be the Call Hound that I took from the Hunter deck. That's probably it. I'm thinking that's it. So 6 mana. Down with that. Down with that. Just go in for some damage. We don't want to take that out, but we want it damaged. Hopefully she will put something down besides it that we can take advantage of. Dancing Swords, very cool. Both are gonna die, we're gonna get a free card, can heal up with this again. So, that was a pretty big deal for us. Okay, so not that good. But, yeah, of course, it already attacked. I did want to heal this one actually, that was the thought, but then I drew into another healing touch and I figured why not. But now she can take it out, so that's a shame. It's gonna leave us with no minions on the board, but we do have some strong ones we can draw into, and this wasn't one of them. So of course that's a little frustrating. But she has 9 life left now, and we have 32, so it's not really that much of a problem. Unless she continues to go like that, then it will really be a problem for us. Unless she's just gonna help with the damage. Then I guess we can't really complain. So, good times. Goody, 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 goody. So let's see here. So that's pretty cool, because by using this, she may get a 4/4 out of this, but in order to get it, she's going to have to sacrifice these. Now she can go with her own and then die. That's also an option, of course. But I doubt that she's going to do that. So, actually, this was a pretty much best case scenario for me. So she has 6 life left, and she has 9 damage on the table. No problems here. That's very cool. And I'm just going to go like this, because it's just about pinning her down now. Especially because I have a heal on hand, so... So as you can see, this battle, even though I haven't been getting like the board control minions or combinations, being able to clear your hand is really what it's all about. She has 3 life left now, so yeah. I mean, if I draw into a Nightblade, she's dead. If I draw into a minion that I can give mark, she won't be able to attack. So, a lot of good options here. Call Hound, right? With a mark on it. Right on. So she pretty much has to lose her cards in order to do this. I can win the game now, so...
The widow embraces me.
Yeah, game over. I'm sorry. So that was defeating Grand Widow Fearlina with the basic druid deck. It could have gone better, and I really don't know where that Chillwind Yeti came from. If it's the Patriarch I mixed it up with, it may have been. I'm going to follow up on that, but I don't think it makes any big difference, besides the fact that I wanted to showcase the deck out here, and yeah, I obviously failed, so yeah, sorry about that. But it's really besides the point. It's really mostly about me wanting to show you that these battles are more than doable with the basic 3 decks. So the next deck we're going to look into is going to be against Maexxna. Maexxna can return one of your minions to your hand. So for that I went with the Rogue basic deck, and just as before I'm just going to go here into my sneakiness thing that I made for my videos, and hey, there I am again. Hopefully this should be the correct basic Rogue deck, but it has been a while since I looked into what the cards are trying to make the list, so yeah. Sorry if I'm wrong. Once again, basic decks and custom decks, and we're gonna select the rogue. So it's not a deck I have made, it's the pre-made one in the game, and hopefully it's going to be good enough to take out my Maexxna. The thought about selecting the basic rogue here is that if my Maexxna repops some of these cards, the Rifleman, the Mechanic, the Inventor, the Stormwind Knight, the Nightblade, Stormspike Commando, it's all cards that I can just put down again and get an additional benefit. So that's really good times. The Sinister Strike, I don't want it. It's a combo card, really, and there are no combo options in this deck. Apparently they made a combo class without adding in any combo stuff. So, alrighty, so starting out nicely. What do you have in mind there, Maexxna? Right on. So, how do we respond to that? How about we go like that? Okay. Right on. So, I think I'm just gonna go like this, really. Just go for the face. Oh, goody. So, I'm sitting here thinking, wow, Fan of Knives would be nice, but of course I'm not going to be seeing that. So, what do I want to use here? I think I'm going to go like this and get rid of it because it's a really annoying card. And what I do want is for my Maexxna to start putting things back to my hand, not to flooding me like some crazy thing. So, yeah. Right on. Moving forward. I wanted the card draw. Yeah, I want the card draw, because then I can do two things next turn at least. Not that worried about those small creep things, so... because they're going to be... I thought they were going to be sacrificed, but apparently they're not. Because the sneaky thing has one of those, so I need to double shoot to get rid of that. 5 damage with this deck is really a little more than I imagined having to do, but I'm very lucky that I actually have this option then. So that I can go in and really go like this. And then I can go Stormspike. And go like this. So that was pretty cool, actually. Got to use my weapon as well, so that's always nice when you're playing Rogue. So the first card that can really worry me there. Oh, talk about luck. How about Thankful? Because, yeah, that was a big time win for me, really. Yeah, I don't want to do this. I think I'm just gonna go like this. And like that. 7 mana. Gonna put down the flood option here. And I could go Weapon Deadly Poison, but I want to save that. So this is pretty neat for me as well. Huh. Awesome. Right on. Yeah, save this one to clash with... sometimes you just don't understand what's going on. So back to your hand. And I'm thinking... back to your hand. And I'll go like this, really. And... so I know the Sea Giant can be coming now, and I used both my saps. But this time my opponent has to use real mana to put it down, giving me a decent advantage, I'd say. So going like this, and really taking advantage of the one attack point I have. and expecting not to see any weapon destruction on my Maexxna deck there. Right, so no way. It's a cheating deck. Oh, that was frustrating. I have no more saps. That's really bad. Well, that was super lucky then. Wow, that was so lucky. Oh wait, like so. Like so. And in there. Great stuff. So 9 points of health back on my Maexxna. Sneaky. Yeah, not good enough. So, that was taking out my Maexxna. Let's just get that down as well to show off. With the basic road deck. So, 20 minutes, 21 minutes, 3 games, taking out the first wing of Naxxramas, the Arachnid Quarter, with 3 different basic decks. What you need to do when you play these games, if you aren't too experienced, is look at the opponent, look at their hero power, and try to think about how can I make a deck that benefits from the hero power, or how can I make a deck that prevents the hero power from being as effective as it could be. For instance, with the Grand Widow Fearlina, you don't want to play with many high-cost cards. You want to get rid of your cards and deal damage to your opponent, because if you stock up on them, she can take out your minion and your health pool just by using her 2-mana ability cost. That's really bad. If you're playing against the Anub'Rekhan, you want to be able to get rid of these in an easy way. You don't want to be able to have to rely on your rogue weapon to go hit it. Could go with the basic rogue deck and shoot them as well. That's also super effective, but then you really rely on the fact that you need to draw those minions, and if you don't, you'll be seeing your strong minions be taken out by a hero power, or just you're going to have to go a wicked knife on it. That's really bad. So I hope this Naxxramas Arachnid Quarter video was of some use, and I'm super sorry about failing with Virtual Wind Yeti on the druid deck. I'm going to look into that, but yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know, leave a comment with your thoughts and suggestions so that I can improve. Thank you very much for watching.